So the next one says that since Redis only allows to store string, bytes and numbers and lists thereof, so whatever you store in a single element, will be returned as a byte string. So we are to create a get method that takes a key. This key is going to be a string, and then optional callable argument named fn. So this one is going to be a function on or a method, and then this callable will be used to convert the data back to the desired format. We are to use we could use redis.get, and then we are to conserve the original behavior redis.get, and then implement two new methods. Let's deal with this one first. So optional, mentioned optional. So let's import up callable and optional. We define, what is it again? Get, yes. Get, and it's going to take how many arguments? 3 arguments. Self, going to take a key, which is a string, and it's going to take fn, which is optional, and is also callable, and then we set it to none. We are going to return value, could be anything, could be string, bytes, int, float. Then next we use redis.get to retrieve the key from cache, and we are going to save it to a variable called data. Self.redis.get, and then we pass it key. So we get the key as binary string, and we save it to data. And then next we check if data is none. If data is done, we are going to return data. That is in order to keep the same behavior as the redis.get, which always returns none if data is none. Then we return data if it's none. Then next we check if fn was provided. Fn is the function or method that is passed as argument to the get method. We check if fn was provided. If it was provided, then we pass the data to fn and save it to variable name called callable_fn. And then we return the converted data. And then if fn was not provided, we just return the data. We return the data as it is. Next, we we create a get method to take a key string and optional callable fn. So we are going to create methods called get string, yeah, and then it's going to pass it self key, which is a string, and we are going to return string. Of course, so it's for those strings. Then we're going to use Redis.get to convert the key from cache to a string using an anonymous function called fn, that is using the lambda function. So we use the lambda function to convert the byte string to a U2F8. That is a normal Python string. And we pass in UTF-8. Then we return value. Return the value. Oh, so we are supposed to set value as the converted byte string. So next we'll do the same for get integer, a method that is going to take self a key, which is a string, a byte string, that is a byte string, and we are going to return convert it to an integer, so we return int for the string. And then so we still use Redis.get to get the key, the byte string. We get the byte string, which is a number byte string, and then we save it to value. And then just in case if whatever that is saved to value is not really a number that is in a string format, what we're going to do is we use try and except, so we can catch an error just in case if the string cannot be converted to an integer. So we use try and accept. So we set the value to, we convert and retrieve the value to a string, and then after retrieving converting it to a string, we then use the int method to convert it to an integer, and then save it to variable value. So value is now an integer. Then if the value cannot be converted to an integer, well, we'll make okay, let's make a general exception, and then just we'll return none. And then finally we return the value, which is an integer.